Hi, welcome to this channel on magnetic energy technology principles applications. This video is just a simple video about like what is enlightenment or what is ascension, and just thought I'd share some of the information that we've been given in relating to this and the human experience of this over the years. This is highly unconventional information and kind of a more of a metaphysical video again. And so people just get a lot of questions about this, and so we were given some interesting insights. So like one of them, like the first thing is, it was just simply that we're going to go through physical interface enhancement. And so what that's saying is it's like our energy bodies and how they interface with our physical bodies are going to go through a major change where our energy bodies are going to have a lot more influence over our physical bodies than we currently do. Like right now, it's like in a lot of ways our physical bodies kind of run the experience. Like in terms of like getting injured or sick or different things, like we are kind of subjected to our physical bodies and the restrictions, and we can't influence them that much. Well, all that's about to change. So the enhancement will be our energy bodies have a lot more say and a lot more like control, if you will, or influence over our physical bodies, and that will really modify our experience quite dramatically. How about this one? The expansion of interdimensional perception in the thought energy field. So basically what's that saying is like kind of like in our conscious awareness, and they call it like our thought energy field, we will have a much higher awareness of interdimensionality and like other dimensions and interdimensional processes, beings in other dimensions, our experience and our connectivity through other dimensions and higher dimensions. So that expansion of our interdimensional perception is going to really radically alter our everyday lives as well. Stronger connectivity with universal consciousness. That's pretty much, I think, just what it sounds like. Just that we will have a stronger connectivity, mostly through our heart centers, and what we'll recognize and what humanity will recognize across the board. Now, remember, this process is all inclusive. It's kind of like either ascend or die. I mean, that's really the options here. So either people will ascend or their incarnations will end. And so it's really not really a lot of options here. But like this whole idea of like stronger connectivity with the universal consciousness, people are going to wake up very dramatically and realize that their heart energy centers have the connection to universal consciousness, and living through those, and we've talked about this in many videos, that's going to be the thing. Supercharging of the biological ionic system. This is basically like our immune system and our functioning, our cellular regeneration, our cellular repair, spontaneous healing. All of these things, we will have a very much a supercharged ionic system. The body runs on an ionic system, and so that's going to be supercharged compared to what it is now. It'll also provide a lot more energy than people are used to having and everything. So acceleration of magnetic flow through the biological current. So that's the blood. Our blood is going to have an acceleration of magnetic flow. So in this model, and as we were taught over this model, the blood, basically our blood has a draw factor to the ionosphere, to etheric magnetic energy. That whole draw factor and that was going to be greatly enhanced, and the acceleration of that will provide our blood will essentially be like supercharged blood. And so once you have that, it's kind of like ramping up our whole biological system with supercharged blood. And it's not just us, it's everything on the planet that has blood, like all animals, everything. So it's a whole different ballgame when we have supercharged blood in our systems. And so that's going to radically modify our physiology. A lot of this is about the physical experience and the physical changes, and I think their focus is so much on that because at the energy body level, once we like leave our incarnation, we don't necessarily really need ascension. We already are all pretty well ascended at that point, but our interface to the physical world and basically our interface to our incarnations is what really has to be changed and enhanced. It's really the physical experience. Rising in awareness of the global self, and so that's this whole idea that we will have tremendously more powerful awareness, if that's the way you could say it, of each other and our interconnectivity around the globe, and how we are all basically one universal being, like this global awareness. And that's kind of like, that's part of the reason why like war would come to an end. A lot of like fighting would come to an end, because it's the recognition that we're all one self, that we are all intimately connected. So a massive rising awareness of that. The last one is just the spontaneous genetic evolution to the advanced human being. And so this is really, the spontaneous genetic evolution is really what it sounds like. It's a spontaneous change in our DNA and in our genetic coding that is basically up leveling us to the advanced human being. So that gives us then the ability to do like all the paranormal things and everything that we've had stories about in history that are often debunked or dismissed, but they're actually true, of people's abilities to levitate or fly or telekinesis, psychokinesis, all these different things. So this whole up leveling of our DNA is going to basically bring all those abilities online. I've talked about that in many videos. And so please send in any questions and comments that you have. There's just a quick recap of some of the things that we were told about this, and I think it's just so that people get this kind of understanding of what's coming and where humanity's heading. And I will see you again next time.